very unfortunate thing to end the game like that. It was a little bit chippy throughout the game, probably both teams saying more than they should have. Very unfortunate, because I truly thought that was a very good college basketball game. A lot of high-level players in the game. AJ is just a man, he's so good. I love how he carries himself on the floor. I got so much respect for Coach Cruz. All right, I said it last year, how Coach Danny Green, that makes him a Carolina guy. I apologized to him at the meetings for the way I acted at the tournament last year. I didn't even need to tell you that, but I was wrong for how I acted last year at the tournament. So the next time I saw Coach Cruz was down in the MAC meetings, and the first thing I did with all the coaches there, I asked if I could say something, and I apologized to him for my actions. I was fired up. We had an exchange, and I let it get the best of me last year. Okay, and I apologize to him for that. I got all the respect in the world for Coach Cruz, his program, Iona College. We're just trying to be one of the guys, one of the teams at the top. And you have to go through a lot of things to get to the top. And this was a big one for our program. I feel bad for their program in that Shadwick is hurt and Amayo went down, because with those two kids, obviously there's a reason they were picked first. Tonight was a battle. We got to see them again in a couple of weeks. And once again, a bunch of kids competing. That was very unfortunate how it finished.
Was there some fear that something like that would happen, given that the game had gotten kind of chippy and Chris had to play a bit more man?
I didn't think so, because if you see, I was already through the huddle, through the hand line, almost to the back door. And then I hear, whoa, 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 and I turn around, and it was really ugly. And I'm sure there was kids on both teams that did things. I'm sure they're going to be watching. There's going to be suspensions. I saw a couple of them, and I'm not that happy about it. But when we see the video, something will happen from when people lose their clips.
It looked like Jordan had an open hand slap to Chris Brady's face.
Is that what it looked like?
Yeah.
Because Chris's nose is about this swollen right now.
I mean, that's what people are saying.
Okay, so if he slaps that hard, man, he should maybe try MMA. Okay, because nobody smacks and then the kid's nose is this big downstairs right now. So I don't know if it was a smack or what it was, but Big Brady's nose is pretty messed up right now.
Coach, you had 9 of 10 three-point shots the second half. You had a very strong run early in the second half. What adjustments were you making there?
You know, here's the thing, everybody. Iona doesn't let you play the way you want to play, especially with us. They use their press more. They try to get the ball out of his hands. They run at us in the half court. I watched some of their other games. They don't do that as often. That's the way to play against us. So they don't let you get settled on what you're trying to do. Fortunately for us, this year we have a lot of different kids in a lot of different areas. So we really didn't make any changes. All I did was I started calling a few plays. You know, I try to stay out of the way. We have advantages in some areas, and tonight I called a few. They went our way. Cowan got hot. J-Rob made a couple. Josh made some big shots in the corner, but we didn't make any changes. We just played Monmouth basketball, and some of our shots started going in.
Justin, you said during preseason that, you know, beating Iona, beating Manhattan, teams like that, that you guys have to do those things if you want to get to where you want to be. How big of a program win is this tonight?
If you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. And tonight, to come in here and win and a hostile environment, they're a great home team. I think they're going to 26 in a row or something like that for tonight. But they're a great team. They're going to continue to grow and get better. And for us to come in here and win in a gym that not many other teams are going to come in here and win at, it's huge for us.
Is this a statement of the pecking order in the city right now?
I don't think so. I mean, you had 107, you had 102. Can't depend to win games if other teams are going to get 200 points. They were hot, we were hot.
What did you see in the game, Justin? What kind of went down?
I didn't see anything. I don't know.
For both you guys, how did this victory compare to the other big ones you had this year? Because Iona's a perennial team in this conference. How does that differ from other Power 5 teams you've already beaten?
Like I said, to be the best, you gotta beat the best. They've always been one of the better mid-major, teams in the country. Like I said, not many other teams are gonna come in this building and win. It's a tough place, and AJ English plays for 40 plus, it's tough to beat them.
And guys, for me, I've been saying it since the beginning. You got 20 of them, and it's a lot of them. And tonight was one of the 20 against a team that has been the best team for a minute. They've been the best team even though they haven't won the championship of the tournament. They've been the best team, it's been obvious. So this one is big. The other ones earlier in the year, that was first time things for us. I know that got our school a lot of notoriety, so we were happy about this, but it's a league game, so this one, just because it's a league game, and we got another league win, this one is big.
Is there a rivalry you feel like is growing between you guys, these two teams here?
Well, I hope so. To have a rivalry, guys, you gotta win sometime. And we won one last year. They beat us twice the first year. We won one last year. Now we got this one, so I think we're gaining some respect from the better teams. But we have to have more success before it could be a true rivalry. They've been the best team. We're still new kids on the block trying to come up the ladder. Hopefully we're getting close.
Coach?
Got crazy at the end, they cut the lead a little bit, you guys stopped the bleeding in a big skill game from you. How'd you guys, stay calm and not let that get away from you?
Well, I was thinking about calling a timeout a couple of times. And then the guys I have in the game, I have faith in them. And for someone to be able to stop him from getting the ball, the way we do our press offense, you're not gonna continue to do that. You might get him once or twice, but he's gonna get the ball. And once it's in his hands, good things are gonna happen. A lot of credit to them because they kept coming and they kept playing. And AJ, like I said, he's a great player. I hope he gets to play for a long time. He is a sharp young man. We had a conversation before the game, had a conversation after the game. I like his family. I can't say anything about that young man, the way he carries himself, and he is obviously the top player in our league right now.
Okay, you said after the Fairfield game that this team felt like the little brother after what happened in the MAC tournament. To get a win like this magnitude, what does it say about how far the program has come?
Well, we've come a ways, but this is what we were supposed to do, okay? Dr. McNeil hired me a while ago to try to get the program where we're trying to get it to now. We are not there. We haven't won anything. Iona's still the best team, and they also have a lot of injuries right now. We're still the little brother until we win the league, okay? Until that happens, we're the little brother. They have another gear to go to, and I don't know if those guys, will be back, but they'll continue to get better. They're a good team, and tonight we made just a few more shots than them.
Speaking of which, Colin Stewart gave you a big look at this and that changed the progression of the game, I think. You want to talk about his
Guys, I've been with Colin Stewart. I think Colin Stewart could play after college. And I think he could play in the big league. And everybody thinks I'm crazy. The way he shoots the ball, you have to stand next to him. And Colin's still working on his confidence. That's the thing. He does these things and he's not the most confident kid. He's not sure. He doesn't like to be out in front of big crowds and a lot of things. He just don't like that type of stuff. He's the nicest young man. He has 4 little brothers that are all about 6'7", 6'8", and he hangs out with my son who's 15, okay? They go to the gym together. When Colin really, truly believes in himself, and it might not happen for another year or 2. Somebody will be lucky to have him on his team after he gets out of college because he makes them even more than he was making tonight.
Any more guys? Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, Coach.